Chris Coleman, if you'd be the first to address this next question. What is your plan to work with neighborhood organizations, volunteer groups, and nonprofits to address the issue of vacant residential property, boarded up homes, and other casualties of our economic crisis?
First of all, just to put it a little bit in the context, I mean, one of the great challenges that we have faced over these last 4 years was the real acceleration of foreclosures across the city. Not just a St. Paul problem, communities across this country. There's almost every city is dealing with the foreclosure crisis. And it's not just even core cities, it's suburban communities are really facing this. You see a lot of these buildings, a lot of these expensive houses that were built that people lost their jobs and they couldn't afford the mortgage anymore. So this is a nationwide problem, but we've been able to tackle it in a lot of creative ways. We worked with our city attorney's office to create new kind of methods. Working with our lending institutions, we put together a demand letter with 6 of the largest mortgage holders in the city and said that we would need to come to the table and help us figure out a workout plan. A lot of that was developed with our input from our community organizations. If you look at some of the creative work that's happening over in the Dayton's Bluff and the East Side community, trying to figure out how we get some of these houses back online. Working very closely with their Department of Safety of Inspections to really identify which are the worst problem properties. Putting resources, putting actual dollars into trying to get rid of those problem properties quickly. Working with our neighborhood organizations and our libraries to figure out mortgage foreclosure prevention. One of the most important things that you can do is prevent the foreclosure from happening in the first place. We were able to prevent 1,900 foreclosures because we added 6 additional workers in the city that spoke multiple languages that were able to go out and try to work with families to try to readjust their mortgage. So we're doing a lot of work on that front, a lot more to be done.
Thank you. Eva Ng, same question.
Well, so some of the foreclosure problems that we have actually is stemmed nationally, but some of it stemmed locally. And especially when I start talking to senior citizens who are on fixed incomes and part-time teachers who actually don't have high incomes, we have been taxing our citizens right out of their own homes. In the last 3 years, we have seen tax increases of 9%, 15.1%, 8.6%, and in 2010 we have another proposed 6%, if not more. And on top of that, we have a whole bunch of fees that went up back to back. We're talking about right-of-way maintenance increases. We're talking about building permit fee hikes. We're talking about paramedic and transportation fees going up, and then sewer and water fees going up year after year. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of senior citizens who came to me and says, please run and make a good run of it because we're being taxed right out of our homes. And they came to me with such hope in their eyes. I wanted to honor that, and I wanted to make sure that I bring this issue out. This is something we cannot continue. We cannot let this go on.